Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Shortcut to Sound Effects. I'm your host, Chris Fomasili, with the wonderful Anthony Bruno.
Hello.
I did say wonderful, right? Okay.
Oh, thanks. I
So
was thinking.
we got a really good episode for you today, but before we get into that, we have been getting a lot of requests from people wanting us to show them how we design the sounds that we record on the show. So in response to that, I got three really cool things I want to tell you about. Number one, we are going to start doing some one-off videos of how we design the sounds that we record and other sounds that we'll be posting to our Facebook page and to our YouTube channel. So if you want to see those videos, make sure you like our Facebook page, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and you're going to see how we do design some of these sounds. And the second cool thing is that we are in the future going to start doing live webinars and even pre-recorded webinars where we're going to spend 2 to 3 hours actually walking through how we do sound design for different types of projects. And if you join us on those webinars, you could chime in and ask questions. You could even submit a portion of your project, a film or whatever you're working on, and we can actually do a sound job on that live with people joining us and asking questions and whatnot. That's going to be really cool. Now, the third thing that we got lined up is really cool, and we're working on it now, and that is we're putting together our Shortcut to Sound Design training series, which is going to teach you my exact workflow that I created, customized for sound design, that's going to take you from the beginning and the end of whatever type of project you're working on that needs sound design. And it's pretty much a full solution for any kind of project you're doing. Doesn't matter if it's film, video games, app software, anything that needs sound design, you're going to get a complete system that's going to teach you how to do that. And that's going to be in our Shortcut to Sound Design training, which we're really excited about, and we're gonna put that together, have it ready soon. Now, I do have to warn you that none of these things are gonna really make sense to you if you are not already experienced. Now, let me explain. If I try to show you how to do sound design and show you how to, manipulate these sounds that we are recording, it might not make a lot of sense unless you already have experience in audio engineering, or you have experience in computer audio or digital audio workstations. If you don't have experience in that kind of stuff, then me showing you how to do sound design is going to be similar to me trying to teach you how to do algebra without first teaching you some basic math like addition and subtraction. It's just not going to make sense, and it's actually going to be frustrating. So as a solution, we got something really cool, and that is we created an audio engineer's checklist that's going to show you all of the different equipment and software that you need in order to do any kind of home audio work. And in this guide, we actually give you all of our personal recommendations of gear that we either use or we own, and it's all gonna be really inexpensive, or I should say really affordable, and it's gonna be able to meet your needs and your budget. So that guide is free. We were gonna have the link either above the video or below the video. You could just download the guide, and there'll be an actual checklist of everything you need in order to do what we're doing here. And also, after you download the guide, you're going to see an offer for our Shortcut to Audio Engineering training, which is going to teach you how to use all that gear and software that you are needing in order to do any kind of audio work. So it's a complete package. It's really cool. Just click the link above or below the video to get the guide and get started. If you're new to this, if you are new to audio, you're new to home audio, sound design, whatever, then get the guide and you'll be rock and rolling, ready to go. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and start this episode and get into it. I gotta give all the credit to my kids again. As I've said in probably the last 3 to 5 to 17 shows, that I get all my ideas from my kids, and this one is no exception. We went to the dollar store and my kids found these blowguns, right? You take some kind of little dart, you blow in here. The dart exits the device and sticks to a glass or whatever. Anyhow, so we have these things laying around the house, and I was eating dinner one day and it was laying right next to me. I said, okay, I'm gonna grab this thing, and started messing with it. And I actually came up with a really cool sound. One of the things that I hear doing with this is creating a deep monster bellow. What are called bellows. It's like this deep growl for like a huge, I don't know, whale or some kind of monster in a movie where they have those deep bellows. And I'm able to get that sound out of this. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. But also I hear some kind of robot talks. Kind of sounds like a didgeridoo. Is that how you say it?
It's a didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. I'm going to show you how to do all that, but first I'm going to show you the setup here. We have the condenser mic, number one, because this is going to be really subtle and I need to pick up all the nuances of the sound. And we also have the sound guard or reflection guard behind it because, like I said, I want to, eliminate all the reflections from the room as much as possible and just capture the sound. I have this going into the Focusrite Solo, my audio interface, which, by the way, we included in the audio engineer's checklist as one of the recommendations for an audio interface. So we're running into that. This has our preamp. We are recording to the laptop into Pro Tools. And one of the most important things that you have to take note of with this particular sound is the sample rate is set to 96 kilohertz and the bit depth is at 24. I got the sample rate that high because I'm going to be pitch shifting the heck out of this thing. I'm going to drop it as low as I can. And when you pitch shift things, or pitch shift sound rather, not things, it really starts to destroy the audio quality. It degrades it. All these different artifacts start getting introduced. It sounds really artificial, the more you shift it. However, as long as you keep the sample rate high, it's going to minimize how degraded it gets. Is that the right word?
You did good.
Okay. I need to, how degraded it gets, right? And so that's why we're recording at a high sample rate. So with all that being said, let's get busy. Now, at first I was trying it like this, but I found that if I just pull this thing off, I can get a better sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start messing with this thing, see what we can get.
Are you recording?
No.
You should probably do
Okay.
that.
So I'm gonna do an example of this, then we're gonna break the actual sound down and describe it. That sounds cool, right? That sounds like some kind of really deep, well, by itself right now it doesn't, but it has the potential to be a really deep bellow. But what's happening here is when you break the sound down is you can hear the vibration of my lips here, but you can also hear air escaping from here and also from here. I have it closed off, but I'm letting just a little bit of air escape. If I didn't do that, my lips won't even vibrate. So in this particular sound, I'm trying to minimize how much air is coming out because when I start pitch shifting, the air is gonna not sound too good. I just want the bellow in there. If I was to want air in that bellow sound, I would leave it unshifted. I would re-record just air or some kind of something, raspiness, and then stack it in with the bellow, right? So that my point is I'm trying to minimize how much air is coming out just to get the bellow. So let's do a couple more. Do I look stupid when I'm doing?
I'm trying so hard to not laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna let a little bit more air escape, and just so you can have these files and see what you can get out of those. So yeah, you can play with those and see what you get out of it. But another sound that I hear is some kind of robot talk. Kind of sounds like a didgeridoo, but you can extract some kind of robot talking out of this. And we do a lot of robot talk stuff for some reason.
Or just into robots.
I must hear robots in my head every day.
You are a robot.
All right, here we go. So yeah, that's just two sounds I hear with this thing, but you can go and buy this at the dollar store and try it out for yourself. We do try to make shows of, of sounds that you can replicate yourself, and you can definitely go and pick one of these up and do that. We probably will do a one-off video. I'm gonna do some sound design with that particular sound we just did and show you what I would do to make that thing sound awesome. And so keep an eye out for that. But also, if you want these sound files, just go to our, click the link above or below the video and it'll take you to our website. You can enter your email You'll get access to all of our archives of all of our sounds for every video, and you can play with these sounds yourself. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you like our page, comment. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can get more amazing sound effects videos like we're doing right now. They're amazing, right?
They're pretty cool.
Okay, well, I thought so.
We do a good job.
Okay,
I
well,
think.
I do a good job. Wait, I do? Yeah, I do good.
I edit it.
Yeah, well, I do a good job. So anyhow, yeah. Thanks for watching another episode of Shortcut to Sound Effects, and we will see you next time.
See you later.